Hello everyone, Myzzrym here, bringing you today another game of the It's Gosu Monthly Madness Asia tournament. It's going to be MithTrust versus TongFu. And MithTrust, for those who don't know, is a team from Thailand. They managed to snatch the 7th place in the first international. That's $25,000 as a prize pool. And the problem is, after this achievement, they haven't really managed to do anything. And right now, they're sitting only at 40% win rate ratio. So it's actually not that good. They're ranked something like 500 something in the Gosugamer website. And TongFu, on the other hand, have a grand win rate ratio of 71%. And they're ranked 15th on this Gosugamer website. Now, for those who don't know, TongFu players are Awoke, Kabu, and Hao, who are all coming from Tyloo, a team that participated in the first international, but that was eliminated by MithTrust in the loser bracket. So a little bit of a vengeance fight here. And Sancheng, who is also in the TongFu lineup, come from IG, who IG came into the fifth place in the first international and managed to win $35,000. So MithTrust is going to start off with a Lycan ban. Nothing new here. TongFu with a Chaos Knight ban as well. So I have some statistic here. MithTrust, the heroes they really like to play, the 5 heroes they pick the most are Earthshaker, Windrunner, Leshrac, Morphling, and Ancient Apparition. And Earthshaker, by far, has been picked almost all the time in their lineup. And Tyloo, on the other hand, really like hero like Queen of Pain, Venomancer, Windrunner, DK. DK is the Dragon Knight, of course, and Bounty Hunter. So Dragon Knight, a big hero in the Chinese scene, and Bounty Hunter, we see him a lot more these days, at least in the European scene. And Queen of Pain, also one of those heroes. You remember I told you that every time in these Asian competitive games we see the Queen of Pain either banned or picked. She's really appreciated by those teams. And Windrunner ban is gonna come out from MithTrust, so this is not that common. Usually Windrunner, she is very often picked, as you probably realized if you watch a lot of Dota 2 competitive games. But Windrunner is rarely banned because although she is very versatile and she can do a lot of things, her win rate, her win-lose ratio is not that good. It's something, I think, a bit above 40% only, so it's not like it's one of those heroes who always win when you pick her. It's just that she's so versatile that there's no reason not to pick her over someone else for the long lane, for example, because she can just buy the Force Staff if you need it, buy the she can go for the mechanism, she can go for the DPS items, she can go for the sheep stick, so a lot of things. And we're gonna see TongFu ban the Prophet and MithTrust going to ban the Invoker. So watching those bans come out from those two teams, this time we're going to see that there are a lot of very good heroes that are usually banned that will slip through the pool. And it's going to be like Darkseer or Chen. And usually during the last cast I did, the Windrunner, the Invoker, and the Prophet were not banned, and they would rather ban the Darkseer, for example, and the Chen. And they would just leave the Prophet to whoever has the first pick. And same for Invoker. So Invoker wasn't seen as a first pick anymore. It was Prophet, it was Leshrac, it was Shadow Demon, but the Invoker came as the third or even fourth pick. And even once, it just went through the picking phase and no Invoker was banned or picked, which is quite surprising since he's still a very powerful hero. So TongFu not gonna give the MithTrust lineup a Darkseer, because he's just so pesky to play against. So Darkseer is gonna get banned by TongFu. This leaves a lot of heroes available for MithTrust, such as the Chen, as I said, such as the Shadow Demon if they want to go for it. But I do not know if they actually want to first pick the Shadow Demon, because it's not very often that we see Shadow Demon as first pick. We have Leshrac, who is still in the pool. Broodmother as well, but Broodmother rarely as a first pick.
5 seconds remaining.
And we also have good heroes like Enigma and everything, but those heroes, as I said before, are not really picked as a first pick. So we're gonna have to see what MithTrust decide to go for. And for those who actually wonder what myth mean, it actually means made in Thailand. So I just saw that in the Dota 2 Wikipedia. And Leshrac is gonna get picked by MithTrust, so playing already with the picking the Lefrak, one hero that is very versatile all around. You know, he can support, he can carry, he can solo, he can be in like tri-lane, dual lane, and Queen of Pain and Shadow Demon gonna get picked by TongFu. So TongFu really going for their very favorite hero, which is the Queen of Pain, the hero that they picked the most in the last few games they had. And the Shadow Demon also picked by TongFu because Shadow Demon, good pick all around, and also because you do not want to leave your Shadow Demon for your opponents, especially if there's a Leshrac with it. So Leshrac Shadow Demon not gonna get given to MithTrust. Instead, Shadow Demon is gonna get picked by TongFu. And Shadow Demon, one of those support heroes that don't have really a hard disable per se. Like he has a disruption, but you cannot hit the enemy while he's in disruption. It's good for setting up the kills, setting up the ganks. But it's not like a hard CC like a stun or a snare or a silence or a slow or something like this. He has a purge for slowing down the enemy, and one thing to remember is the purge goes through the BKB. It won't deal any damage, but it will still slow as if the unit didn't have BKB. So it's very strong against melee carry heroes like the anti-mage, who either have to use their blink to go on their enemy if they're slowed, or they're just sitting here for 5 seconds crawling to the enemy, and if the enemy himself is not stunned and not rooted in place, he won't be able to catch up to them. Night Stalker gonna get picked by MithTrust, so very aggressive here, the Night Stalker, and Lone Druid also picked by MithTrust. So Lone Druid again, a carry hero, picked a lot these days because he really shines when he gets this Radiance. So you can really get this fast Radiance by 13-14 minutes, we saw in some games, and in some others where the Lone Druid was in a hard lane and struggling 1v3, he would have something like a 22 minutes, 24 minutes Radiance, which is a lot less powerful, a lot less efficient, especially against like those support, those low HP heroes that are going to burn away if the bear has Radiance. But it's still very useful because a bear with the Radiance can push up the towers pretty fast, and also since it's not the Lone Druid being here pounding on the tower, it means that the enemy either have to do something, so screw up their positioning and go on the bear to make him stop pounding on the tower and put themselves at risk when they do this. And Dragon Knight gonna get picked by TongFu. So Dragon Knight, as I said, one of these heroes really appreciated by TongFu with the Vino, with the Windrunner, with the Bounty Hunter, and the Queen of Pain. Dragon Knight gonna get picked by TongFu. So Dragon Knight in the Chinese scene not picked as a hard carry, as I want to build like Daedalus and Armlet on my Dragon Knight. They're rather going for a fast pipe of insight, so it really adds up to this Dragon Knight tankiness power, and he goes for like Soul Ring into Pipe of Insight. So it's really a more of a pushing sustain build, because the Dragon Knight will deal the damage through the stun that will allow everyone to pound on the enemy, and through the Dragon Breath, which deals magic damage in a cone. And also his Dragon form at level 6 is a green dragon, will deal damage over time, and it's really great for pushing towers. So with his Dragon Blood, he will have better armor, he will have better regeneration, and with the Pipe of Insight, he will also have better magic resistance. So overall, it will be very hard to bring down the Dragon Knight, and he deals AoE damage. Even if he has not a lot of damage items, it will be really painful to stay against the Dragon Knight who doesn't go down and who just stay there delivering the right click damage and the breath fire. Plus his stun is just horribly long and very annoying playing against him. So we Vengeful Spirit banned by MithTrust and Earthshaker banned by TongFu. So the MithTrust side is not going to be able to pick their beloved Earthshaker, but a Vengeful Spirit ban and a Templar Assassin ban. So Vengeful Spirit ban, quite surprising in my opinion. We do not very often see the Vengeful Spirit ban, and Templar Assassins are gonna get banned as well. They do not want to have a very strong burst damage potential coming from TongFu, who can basically, once she gets the blink on the Lone Druid behind the bear, and meld and strike the Lone Druid like twice or 3 times, and Lone Druid will go down. The Templar Assassin, one of those semi-carry that is really powerful as a ganker, who really shines against, for example, if the Night Stalker goes on the Templar Assassin and the Night Stalker doesn't silence the Templar Assassin fast enough, TongFu can just stand her ground with the refraction and pound on the Night Stalker, but I highly doubt that's what they were going for anyway. So TongFu is going to ban the Venomancer now, so no Venomancer for the MithTrust side. Venomancer, a very annoying hero to play against. You'll have a hard time pushing against a Venomancer, you have a hard time fighting against a Venomancer. He can slow very well to go and set up the ganks, and also he has a strong lane control presence. Plus, his ultimate is just devastating in the team fight. Ogre Magi picked by MithTrust, so this is very surprising, and this is actually very entertaining as well. Ogre Magi really seen in the competitive scene. There are some teams that have tried playing Ogre Magi, like I think Navi. Navi side played Ogre Magi once. It was Papi who chose the Ogre Magi for one of his stand-in, and he asked him to buy a Orb of Venom. So, needless to say, the Ogre Magi wasn't really powerful in this game.
10 seconds remaining.
And it was actually quite entertaining to watch. So, Ogre Magi, even if he's not often picked in the competitive scene, so why do we see an Ogre Magi? What's the reasoning behind an Ogre Magi? It's a support that has a strong nuke, a stun with the nuke, a slow, as well as a ability to buff your allies, which is actually quite a big deal in the late game, especially since, for example, Lone Druid already has something, this Rabbit, that adds up his attack speed, movement speed. Ogre Magi has a buff that does the same. So it will really buff out his allies. And Chen picked so late for TongFu, so Chen making it this far into the picking pool without getting picked. And now TongFu is gonna pick the Chen. And I was saying Ogre Magi, I do not know if it's actually quite a good deal to good pick here, because as I said, the Lone Druid already has this same steroid, and he already has enough movement speed and attack speed. It's not really that's the problem. And also the Night Stalker already has this extreme amount of move speed and attack speed by night. So Ogre Magi is not gonna help a lot by buffing those heroes. Those heroes really need the damage output and the resistance. So Ogre Magi, I do not know. We'll have to see. Chen's gonna get picked by TongFu, so Chen's gonna go in the jungle because we don't see Chen going for the mid lane and rushing a Dagon. This is not this has not been done in a competitive scene, and for good reasons.
10 seconds.
So Morphling gonna get picked by MithTrust now, and that means the MithTrust side have a lot of heroes that relies on farm. The Morphling will need farm, the Syllabear will need farm, the Night Stalker need a minimum amount of farm to avoid imploding if he goes into team fights. And same for the Lefrak. If he's played as full support, he will have a hard time dealing this AoE damage. Especially if he wants to go for the towers. The Diabolic Edict requires him to go close. So if he actually gets close and get disrupted or even jumped on by the Queen of Pain, he will explode if he has no farm at all and no HP items. And TongFu really eating in their bonus time to pick their last hero. Right now we have a Chen in jungle, a Queen of Pain probably solo mid, or we're gonna have a Dragon Knight with a support. Dragon Knight with a support? No, so Bounty Hunter is gonna get picked. So Bounty Hunter probably going to be the solo laner, the suicide laner, Queen of Pain as the mid lane, and Shadow Demon, Dragon Knight plus a Chen in the jungle, so a 2.5 lane, let's say. And the other side will probably have the Night Stalker middle, I guess, with the help of the Leshrac or the Ogre Magi. And we're gonna have the Morphling and the Syllabear both soloing. This or Morphling may be in the dual lane, Morphling and Ogre Magi, but I do not really know about this. It's like it doesn't seem a whole lot logical to me because Ogre Magi doesn't add up so much into the lane presence. He's a melee hero, and his stun and slow are very weak at low levels, and if he's gonna be a support, he's going to have low levels compared to the others. So let's go over the players. We have Hao on the Dragon Knight, we have Mu on the Queen of Pain, Awoke on the Chen, Kabu is gonna play the Shadow Demon, and Sancheng is gonna be playing the Bounty Hunter. Already going a level 1 in Shadow Walk, so being very careful about this. In the other side we have so what's the name? BAA on Night Stalker. We have R5 on the Ogre Magi, TNK on the Leshrac, and TRLK on the Morphling, and TRLTHA on the Lone Druid. Sorry about the names. I actually do not know how to pronounce this at all. So I'm probably going to call the MithTrust players by their hero names, which is going to be Lone Druid, the Night Stalker, the Morphling, Ogre Magi, and Leshrac. So we're going to see already a bit of movements going on in both of the jungles. TongFu really putting down this aggressive ward here, or the defensive ward as well, to see who is going to come. And the same for the Radiant side. They're going to put one ward here to really see if any movement that comes from there. So probably Morphling is going to get supported by the Ogre Magi, and I don't think the Night Stalker is going to go solo mid against. Solo mid against the... Oh, How is going to go mid? Whoa, the bear taking already a lot of harassment, so... The Lone Druid can resummon his bear, but it takes actually 180 seconds for the cooldown to go to refresh. So that means if the bear goes down, it's actually quite a big deal, because Lone Druid without his bear he can't really do it much. And right now he's gonna sit on the top lane against Moo, Queen of Pain. And Awoke is going to just stay in the jungle, and Kaboo, I'm actually quite surprised that we're going to see a Dragon Knight solo mid against a Night Stalker. Dragon Knight solo mid is not that strange. It's not, very... it's actually in the Chinese games. I have seen this quite a lot. The Dragon Knight goes for 3 branch plus 1 healing salve, or 1 tango, or even... If he's really confident, he can go without any of the without any regen item, only taking 3 iron root branch, and roughing up for this bottle by using the breastfire twice. And normally, if he didn't have this healing salve, he would have been able to buy the bottle right now, and that's what he's gonna do probably. And the fact of the matter is, Dragon Knight in the mid lane can really farm up quite well if he controls the rune with the bottles, with the bottle and the runes. No, if he controls the lane with the bottle and the runes, sorry, and he can use the breastfire to really farm up well while also harassing down the enemy. Night Stalker, on the other hand, won't be able to do much against the Dragon Knight, because the Dragon Knight can really withstand his harassment coming from the Void. The Dragon Knight is very tanky, and also he has this Dragon Blood that allows him to have better regeneration and better armor. So even Night Stalker's right clicks are not going to do a whole lot. And How can just stand his ground and breath the fire into the enemy's face. Sansheng now has to be very careful. There's a sentry ward here, and he's going to see the enemies. He's going to use the Shadow Walk and very wisely walk away in the right direction, which is not towards the enemies. And I'm surprised Morphling already took so much damage. So maybe he was using tanking the creeps quite a bit to get the last hits easily. And let's see the actual last hit denies. So we see that Night Stalker's having a very good day compared to the Dragon Knight. So I'm actually surprised about this. Dragon Knight, he actually went for the runes and for the bottle, so he waited some bit to Leshrac getting the first blood on Sansheng, planting down in Sentry Ward. So sorry about this. And we're gonna see top lane. Chen is actually smoked up, and they're gonna go on the Lone Druid. Lone Druid, no way he can escape this. The disruption into the Chen nuke plus the Queen of Pain coming in to seal the deal, and the Dark Troll using his summons here to really keep the lane, the creeps away from the lane. And are they gonna stay here? Yes, I think they're trying to deny as much farm as possible from the Lone Druid, and they're going to look to damage the tower a bit. So mid lane, Dragon Knight now sitting at 11 for 2, the Night Stalker 18 for 5, and Morphling 15 for 6, Chen 15 for 0, Dragon Knight 12 for 0. Actually, Queen of Pain not farming that well. She's only at 11 for 3, but Shadow Demon 7 for 1, whereas the two other supports for the Radiant side sitting at 0 for both. Oh, and the poor Lone Druid sitting at 2 for 0. It's quite the same for the Bounty Hunter sitting at 2 for 1. And he's gonna rotate out. He knows he can't do anything. There's a Sentry Ward here, so he has to do something else. And what is he going to do? Is he going to go for an aggressive movement? Sorry, Queen of Pain actually getting the Queen of Pain destroying the tower, but Leshrac killing the Shadow Demon in the meantime. And are they going to go on the Night Stalker? No, this is just going to be a bit of harassment going down. And Night Stalker is not even scared of him. He's just gonna stand here and attack the Bounty Hunter. And Bounty Hunter has to be very careful. He's taking a lot of damage here. He will have to use his salve. And Moo still sitting around, taking damage from the waveform. But the bear is not level 3 yet, so no problem here. He won't be able to entangle the Queen of Pain. And Bounty Hunter now, seeing that everyone's on the top lane, he's gonna go bottom lane to get some free creep kills. Ogre Magi sitting at level 3, and not much he can actually do against Sencheng here. He can just harass him a bit and put a bit of pressure. How now with haste in the bottle, and I must admit the MithTrust side is faring much better than I thought. Especially considering the Morphling farm and the Night Stalker farm compared to Hao's farm. I'm surprised Night Stalker is getting so much farm. So right now, Night Stalker also has his bottle and is gonna soon be the nighttime in 1 minute. So he's looking very good. He will be level 7 by then, and that means a level 4 Void plus 1 level in Crippling Fear, and that is all you need to bring down almost anyone, especially a Bounty Hunter. If there's a Sentry Ward, almost gonna expire here in 5 seconds. And we see that Lone Druid is actually rotating bottom because he knows he can't really stand top lane. So we're gonna have a tri-lane instead of tri-lane, and instead we're gonna have bottom lane, the Lone Druid against the Bounty Hunter. And both of those have an advantage. The Spirit Bear can really lay down a lot of punishment on Bounty Hunter, but at the same time Bounty Hunter can just go and attack the Lone Druid and deal a lot of damage. So Disruption is going to go down on the strike here. And the Queen of Pain, what are you doing? The Queen of Pain blinking inside the fight and getting absolutely demolished. The strike gonna go down from the Chen, and Morphling going to go on the Shadow Demon, probably going to kill him. Meanwhile, the Ogre Magi is getting pounded down by the Dragon Knight. And Morphling taking a kill here on the Shadow Demon, but he's very far away. Chen is actually getting killed by the Night Stalker on the other side. And that Dragon Knight is gonna find the Morphling. Is he gonna have enough to kill it? Yes, a Dragon Breath in his face. That's gonna be it. Breathfire, not level 4. This is surprising for me. He actually oh no, never mind. He actually needs 1 level of each. Wait, no? No, he went for 1 level of stats. I'm surprised. And the Night Stalker is going to go on the Dragon Knight, and he's probably going to go down. The Shrike missing his stun. Oh no! So he's going to be okay. Hao sitting with very low health, but enough charge into his magic wand to stand out and use 1 Dragon Tail, so he can actually turn around and stun someone. And under a tower, this is a very big deal. And Chen still sitting in the jungle. What does he have? 1.2k gold. And rotation going down for the Sencheng, actually going to look for the Lone Druid again. But Sencheng still level 5. I mean, he was level 5 when the Lone Druid was level 3, and now he's still level 5. A lot of damage coming out, but he gets entangled, and that's a lot of damage coming only from the bear. Sencheng, what are you doing? Are you looking to get a kill on them? He has a level 3 Shuriken toss, so he has a burst damage potential. And yes, he's going to go, but again an entangle, and Sencheng with very low health. Now Lone Druid level 6, and he's gonna sit down with his ultimate. Chen is gonna come in with the trap, and that's probably going to be it. Not enough mana for last Shuriken toss, and now he has it. Not gonna be needed. Chen popping up his ultimate just for what? Just for healing his ally, and Dragon Knight is gonna get dived bottom in the mid lane. He's gonna get stunned twice and see silence, so he cannot do much. Very good ultimate from Queen of Fate catching out 2. Hao managing to land a stun, and Moo, are you gonna get the kill? Night Stalker getting stunned once, twice, lightning on her face, and now Moo in a whole lot of trouble, but oh, the Shadow Demon actually catching the Night Stalker alone, and Night Stalker goes down. Now the strike has to be very careful. Bounty Hunter comes in, Purge coming on from Shadow Demon, and this is a dead Leshrac. Ogre Magi also going down in the fight. I actually didn't really manage to catch that. Probably going down to Moo, and I don't think Bounty Hunter had something to do with it. So meanwhile, the Morphling still farming up, and now you see the farm has started to catch up. Queen of Pain sitting at 38 for 6, Chen 38 for 1, and the Morphling now at 33 for 6. So it's quite a low farming game, because we see 9 minutes in, they're not even at 40 creep kills, and this is actually not that much of a deal for farmers. Usually you see very good farmers sitting at 60 creep kills for the first 10 minutes, 50 if it's going okay, and 40 if it's going quite bad. And oh, Bounty Hunter has to be very careful. There's a Night Stalker around, and Chen putting pressure on this mid lane tower. So we're gonna see 3 heroes down in the mid lane against 3 heroes down. Chen's going back in the jungle, sorry. I was getting dehydrated. And what's the matchup in the battle lane? Sencheng still against the Lone Druid, but now that Lone Druid passed the level 6, he has this ultimate, and this ultimate, what does it give him? It actually gives him, oh actually, so I can't see it here, but it actually gives him a lot of HP, and I think even armor. I don't remember well if there's armor here. You see the Spirit Bear can just go on the Bounty Hunter and whack him in the face, and Bounty Hunter, nothing much he can do against this bear, because even if he managed to kill the bear has 2.7k health and 5 armor. But even if he does manage to bring down the bear, the Lone Druid can just resummon him. And Smokey's gonna come from MithTrust. This Night Stalker is going in first, but he's going very quickly before his allies. And Morphling's gonna look to get a kill as well. They're gonna find the Shadow Demon, and Silence going down first. Shadow Demon, nothing really he can do. Even with the Shen ultimates, he's gonna go down. Too much damage output coming out from the Night Stalker, and Ogre Magi still sitting in the smoke here, so they do not know that he is there. Chen very wisely backing up from his own jungle, going one-on-one against the Night Stalker is not something you actually want to do. Yeah, we see Sencheng still fighting against the bear here. Oh, the Night Stalker diving very far, but Silence on the Queen of Pain, she can't really, she can't blink away, and with the help of the Ogre Magi and Morphling, it's way enough damage output coming out from them. And Ogre Magi almost level 6, and once he's picked up this level 6, we will see this multicast going down, and it's actually very aggravating when you get multicasted once, twice in a row. It's very annoying to play against an Ogre Magi, because you always feel that he's lucky when he's against you, but when you play him, you always feel like the unluckiest person on earth. And the TongFu side is going to manage to take down the tower mid lane. So gold wise, I think they will have the advantage. Yes, 3k gold in advantage, and how much experience? 1k approximately. So the kills are actually quite leveled up. And creep kills, the Chen is farming quite well. The Morphling sitting at almost 50 for 8, Queen of Pain 46, and Lone Druid 42, Dragon Knight 38, so very low farm coming out for both of these lanes. Dragon Knight really coming down to push the lanes again and again, and not really a lot of time to farm. And oh, Sunshine is gonna get killed in the bottom lane. The dust pop off for this one. And is he gonna get the... Oh, he actually managed to throw a last thing on the Night Stalker, but Night Stalker, is he gonna go down? He probably will. The Woke is actually looking for him, and he's tracked. There's nowhere he can run, and he's just gonna try and waste as much time as possible. He's trapped here, and this is a try kill, so it will give a lot of gold to his allies. So Dragon Knight taking a little bit of damage, but he's gonna be okay. He has power threats, he has Bracer, and he has 2 of them Dragon Blood. So a lot of regeneration coming out for him. Shadow Demon going for max level and Disruption. So again, surprising here. Disruption and then Shadow Poison, not going for the Soul Catcher build. And what's going on in the mid lane? Morphling having a bit of fun with the Queen of Pain. And now we're going to see probably a fight coming from on the bottom lane. Dragon Knight popping his ultimate to get this tower low on health. And it's actually going down quite fast. Shadow Demon is going to disrupt someone. It's going to be the Leshrac. Leshrac has to be careful. One multicast coming on Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight will may pop. No, the Chen ultimate is going to save everyone with the help of the mechanism. That's a lot of heal coming up from the TongFu side. And Ogre Magi is going to go down, but Night Stalker come in and is going to get the Dragon Knight. Shadow Demon also going to get picked off. The Awoki is going to be able to pick up the Leshrac before going away. And Mu is going to join the fight with the DD. Now, Awoke in a lot of trouble. Night Stalker is going to chase him. The Queen of Pain is actually going down on the Morphling. Morphling's going to go down. And Trista, the Lone Druid is actually hiding very well. Nighttime is over, so the Night Stalker taking a lot of damage from the Centaurs, and the creeps from the Chen doing a lot of damage. Again, Entangle. That's 3 Entangles in a row. And they're going to get the kill on the Bounty Hunter and the Queen of Pain just because of those Entangles. And man, those Entangles, so lucky, so annoying. That's why you don't want to play against a lone druid, because this random factor, lone druid, this bear has only 20% chance of entangle. That's 1 attack out of 5, and still, did you see how much entangles came out from this bear? It killed the it killed the bounty hunter because he couldn't get away. It killed the Queen of Pain because she couldn't blink away, and that is going to be a, I think, how much kill was it? It was, I think, 3, 4, 5 for the Radiant side. They only they managed to bring down the Shrek, the Ogre Magi, and the Morphling, but for the price of their entire team. And did they get the tower, or did the tower get denied? No, the tower at least got killed by the Dire side. So at least this is safe. The honor is saved, and smoke again coming out from the Myth-Trust. They're going to look for a kill. And are they gonna find anything? Because Ogre Magi plus the Leshrac now, almost both level 7. It's gonna be enough to deal a lot of damage, especially if Ogre Magi manage to get down a multicast. And they're using the Lone Druid as a bait. See, they know now that the Sansheng is around here, and Sansheng very wisely not gonna commit on this. He does not have a lot of visibility, and now they see the Ogre Magi, and Ogre Magi gonna get disrupted. Central is going to get planted down, and all the Dire heroes are here. The Ogre Magi is going to go down very quickly. The Shrike trying to teleport away with it. The Shuriken Toss is going to disable this. Shuriken Toss, for those who don't know, it deals a mini stun, so it's going to cancel the TP. And 2 of the support heroes are going to go down for MithTrust. And now TongFu are going to look at this tower and try maybe to push it. The Dragon Knight just popped the ultimate, and Dragon Knight level 11. Oh, they're trying to snipe the courier, not going to be able to. The Lone Druid getting caught off! What is he doing here? Oh, he's going to die so quickly. 5 on 1, no way he could have escaped here. I actually do not know why he was so far in. I was looking for someone with a Force Staff that might have pushed him into the fight, but it's not even the case. He just managed to walk up to here. And this is a huge blunder because it sets this Lone Druid farther and farther away from his Radiance, and 2.4k gold. I just assumed that his bear has the Sacred Relic. Now they're gonna deal a lot of damage on the tier 3 tower. And Queen of Pain going so aggressive, almost killing off the Ogre Magi, but almost is not gonna be enough. And what is this courier doing here? Now teleport's coming in, and the Night Stalker is going to come in. They're going to look very aggressive. The Night Stalker is getting blocked by the Morphling, and Morphling is gonna go in, but Night Stalker actually backed up. Is he gonna go down? Morphling goes down in the beginning of the fight. It's not something MithTrust want right now. They have a low health tower, did not want to fight on the low ground. And miscommunication here coming by the MithTrust side. Morphling going in, while the Night Stalker going away. And How is gonna get entangled again, but they're having a very bad placement. Lone Druid is gonna get disabled, but it's gonna be okay. He's gonna be able to run away. The bear almost going down, and the bear does not have Sacred Relic. 17 minutes in, he has Hand of Meta's Face Boots, and Lone Druid only sitting with 500 health, 500 gold. He won't get enough time to get his relic up if this is the rate of push that coming from TongFu. TongFu really laying down the smack on these towers, and you see this tier 3 towers, 171 health, only 1 HP away from deny range. And Bounty Hunter is still looking for a potential kill, but nah, there's only Kabu here, so they won't be able to do anything. And Kabu going for this disruption and Shadow Poison build, so I guess there's something I don't know that competitive players know about the Shadow Demon. I was always under the impression that the Soul Catcher was the better skill to level up. It actually scales very well, but you know, Disruption, getting level up, I can understand. It lowers the cooldown if you're really aggressive, you really want this cooldown reduction. But Shadow Poison, the damage coming out from the Shadow Poison is not that great. I mean, you have to stack up those waves before it really deals a lot of damage. And in this team fight, you saw how much damage was coming, how fast it was coming, and how fast the Shadow Demon goes down if he gets focused down. So I'm under the impression that stacking up the Shadow Poison not going to be a whole lot powerful. And they're gonna go on the tower. The tower is gonna go down. How is gonna go in on the Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi taking a lot of damage, going down before he can land a single stun. And now disruption going on with Night Stalker. It's daytime anyway, and he has no ultimate here. He's gonna get caught off by all those chain creep and taking a lot of damage. Morphling waving in, but it's not gonna be enough to save him. And Morphling gonna run away again. Also, the Chen ultimate gonna get popped. The mechanism got popped. And right now, the TongFu side looking almost full HP. The bear not going to be able to do anything. He's gonna get resummoned, and now who's gonna get disrupted? This is Morphling getting disrupted. This is okay, he has a waveform. The melee barracks gonna go down, the range barracks also maybe gonna go down. And this is one lane down already for MithTrust at 19 minutes into the game, and the barracks is gonna go down. No, it's gonna get denied by Morphling, but no big deal. The barracks do not even give gold to your team if the creeps last hit one, so it doesn't change much. And Bounty Hunter, what do you have as an items? You have Magic Wand, Drum of Endurance, 2.7k gold. And what about the Queen of Pain? With Queen of Pain, Power Treads, Point Booster, Magic Wand, 2k gold. Kabu sitting with a Urn of Shadow, nothing really much. Chen, 4 Staff, Mechanism, and even going for the Vlads. So really looking for a lot of team fight power with the Vlad, adding up these damage to your allies, adding up this armor that's gonna help everyone. And Dragon Knight also going for a drum, so now 3.6k gold, so he's really farmed up. And we have to see what they're going to decide to go for. On the Radiant side, the Night Stalker is sitting with a Mithril Hammer before anything else, so maybe going for the BKB, but that's quite strange because usually BKB users will see and will go for the Ogre Club first, especially Night Stalker. He actually gains 10 damage from the Ogre Club as well as HP. So Mr. Hammer only going to give him 14 more damage for something like 300 health away. And are they going to go? Yeah, Awoke is going down on the Chen, so they're going to look at the Chen. Going on the not the Chen, the Tornado, the Roshan. Sorry, this version is so bugged out. And Smoke is going to get used, and they know, or at least they doubt, they guess that someone is here, and they're going to go in. At least Night Stalker is going to run it. Someone's gonna get disrupted. The Roshan already goes down, and now it's gonna look very bad for MithTrust. The Ogre Mage again gonna go down before he can land anything. How is gonna get entangled by the bear, but the Shrike going to go down, going also to die, and the bear's gonna go down as well. So, oh no, he gets resummoned. Does he get resummoned? Yes, he does get resummoned. So this again picking up 2 kills plus a Roshan. The game is slowly going to. Really going away from the MithTrust, and Morphling looking for this Lincoln Sphere, but not going to be able to make it in time, and he's going to get disrupted. He has enough mana for a wave 4, but is he going to get caught up behind? They're going to go on them, yes. Queen of Pain landing down a bit of harassment with her nukes, and no, they're just going to look and push down the tower, I guess. And Queen of Pain is now a Aghanim Scepter plus a Aegis, so she will spam those ultimates like there's no tomorrow. Dragon Knight with a Reaver, so he has a lot of health. He will be able to tank even more, and it does add some damage. This Heart of Taras. You have to remember that it really gives a lot of damage for Strange Heroes. It gives 25 strength, so that is added 25 damage as well. Shadow Demon also now with the Drum of Endurance, so 3 Drum of Endurance coming from the TongFu side. We see the Drum of Endurance, really an item that they like, and why not? I mean, it gives really good attribute, 9 attribute to 9 to all attribute, 9 damage, 5% attack speed, 5% movement speed. It's really great, and plus, no, it's just great all over the place. It's like having a better version of the Bracer. It's still a bit expensive though. So now we see Sencheng with a Yasha, and how almost completed his BKB. Kabu nothing new here, and Chen probably has his yes, he has his Vladimir coming to him. On the other hand, Ogre Magi sitting with nothing, and a Lone Druid also sitting with nothing. The Ogre Magi is going to stun and throw a nuke, throw a slow, but now he's getting a lot of damage. No, not so much damage. How? Trying not to get entangled. What does Leshrike has? Leshrike has Bracer plus Godless of Strength. Gold Graph is going to be really going to the favor of the Dire. Yes, 12k gold and 6k experience. And now they're gonna go for a second lane, and Ogre Magi running into the stun. He's gonna go down again before the fight happens. Oh, this is really looking bad. And Morphling now with the Lincoln Sphere, even using a disruption on the Dragon Knight illusion from the Morphling, the replicate. And without this replicate, this is Morphling not being able to run away as easily as he could. And Now Silence going down on the Queen of Pain, looking for an entangle, but the bear taking a lot of damage. He will almost go down, and Lone Druid resummons the bear, so that's 2 minutes without the bear. Now Dragon Knight doesn't have his ultimate form anymore, and this might be the time they might look for a trade. Nope, they're not gonna follow him. They are sticking as 5 heroes, TongFu, so they're gonna be hard to bring down. And let's see, what items do the others have? Nice Circle still 800 gold away from his BKB. Logger Magi Strike still very poor. The Lone Druid now with 1500 gold, and the Morphling with 1 Lincoln Spear only, not going to be able to do a whole lot, because right now I see no one that can bring down Hao, and Hao will just stand here and deliver the right click damage. Queen of Pain, she has this Aegis of the Immortal, so she will be able to use her ultimate anyway. Same Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter not that farmed up actually. What is he going to go for? He has 2k gold. And Chen now with the Vlad. So this armor actually coming down from the Vladimir plus the mechanism gives plus 10 armor to everyone, and this is a big deal. It might not seem so, you know, you might think that the aura items are quite, you know, unsubstantial, and usually you won't see a Vladimir offering in a pro game, or very rarely you will see it, but still it's a very good items to buff up your team, especially when you're really pushing down the advantage and you're not, you know, going back like some team do. You got like some team go and they take a lane and they have, okay, they are like, okay, we have an advantage, so we're gonna control the lane, we're gonna find their jungle, we're gonna find our jungle, and we're just gonna play safe. Instead here they're just going to pressure again and again and again, and the tower is gonna go down. Hao taking a little bit of damage, Mu already taking a lot of harassment from lightnings, Woke also taking a little bit of damage, but right now TongFu is going to look to go in, and Ogre Magi again going down before he can do anything. It's gonna be it's getting like a habit of getting killed like this. And Mu silence, but he doesn't care. He's behind his entire wall of ally, and the bear does so little damage they just don't care about him. Disruption is gonna go down. The Night Stalker going down so fast to all the nukes. A Walk using his ultimate even, and the second set of barracks are gonna go down. Nothing they can do here. Lestrike's gonna use his lightning to really pressure the TongFu side, but what can they do at that moment? It's really game over at that point. And Disruption even landing on the Dragon Knight to pop some more illusion to help bringing the tower down, and they're gonna bring down this tower because the Dragon Knight, he can tank the tower all day long if he wants. He's still full health with this. Sensheng landing those track that really help his team getting the goal, but not only this, they just, you know, they just don't need it anymore. They're just going on the enemies, and now the mega creeps are gonna come out when this ranged barracks goes down, and multicast coming down for the Ogre Magi on the Queen of Pain, but mega creeps and GG is just a matter of time, a matter of minutes or seconds now. Chen even buying a Necronomicon, he's so farmed up. Kabu gonna get attacked, but he's gonna get sent back to base. Is he going to be able to? No, he's gonna get killed before this. The Ogre Magi again dying. I'm afraid to look at the score of the Ogre Magi. Hao taking a little bit of damage, but he doesn't care. Look, 2.4k gold, 2.4k health, and he's still sitting around. Chen on the other hand, not that tanky, and he's gonna get killed. Now, what about the Queen of Pain? Really baiting out the enemies, and she doesn't care. She has this Aegis of the Immortal, so she's gonna be able to pop it now. The Night Stalker, not gonna be nighttime at the end for a long time, and he's gonna go down as well. Ultimate again popping, and GG well play coming out from the MithTrust side. This was a very action intensive game. It's 28 minutes in, and it's 42 kills. 42 kills for 28 minutes, so more than 1 kill per minute. Whoever said that, you know, Asian Dota was boring because they were only farming, well, this is no more. And I think I will just leave you with this. There's no need really to see them struggling against the Ancients. And I hope to see you guys next game for the second game between TongFu and MithTrust. Let's see what MithTrust can do. You remember they managed to actually bring down TongFu in the first international, and 3 of the players from TongFu are TongFu players. So MithTrust, let's see what you can show us for your second game. See you guys!